Darling? Oh, my darling. I missed you so much today. It's so hard being here all alone, waiting for you to come home from school. I always feel like I'm gonna die of boredom. Here, come sit on the couch with me. I'm sure school was exhausting. Want me to go make us some hot, fresh dinner? I'll make your favorite. Huh? Baby, is something wrong? You didn't have to say anything. It's written all over your face. What's the matter? You can talk to me. What? When did this happen? What do you mean, calm down? I am... Sorry, I didn't mean to add to your stress, but... I really am calm now. Someone at school made fun of you today? Because of your eyes? Do you know who it was? And do you know their name? If I captured them and made them talk, could you point out their voice? It is that serious. You're going to school to help better yourself, to become smarter and to follow your passions, and meanwhile, some lowlife like that is just there to make the experience sour for everyone else. They don't deserve to be in a classroom, especially not a classroom with my darling in it. I wish I could just get my hands on them and turn them to stone. Why not? You're always saying that. You can't stone people just because they're mean to you. I love you, baby, but you're just too sweet sometimes. Would the world really be any worse if some jerks like that became garden statues? I guess you're right. Someone as disgusting as them doesn't deserve to be immortalized in a beautiful garden. I'm sorry. I know you think I'm making a bigger deal out of this than it is, but it just makes me upset that someone would attack you over something that that you can't even control. You may be blind, but that doesn't make you any less of a human. I mean, if you weren't blind, you and I would have never even gotten together. I love you exactly how you are. Please try not to let bullies like that get you too down. They're not worth the energy. Huh? There's more to the story. Well, go on, baby. Tell me the rest. You told the teacher what happened after class and they kicked him out? Serves him right. That's my baby. Hey, I'm sorry you had such a bad day at school today. But look on the bright side. It's all over now. You can sit back and relax with me and forget all about it. Plus, that jerk isn't in your school now, so you don't have to worry about him ever again. I love you so much, darling. I promise you, everything is going to be okay. Do you remember the night we met? You and your friends were out on one of those urban exploration trips, or whatever you call them, exploring old abandoned farms and houses, and then you stumbled upon the old abandoned garden decoration shop. Statues of various people and animals covered the yard outside of the building, all grown up with ivory and weeds. Your friends were out in the car getting drinks or something, but you ventured ahead. You found me. I immediately noticed the haze in your eyes. I looked right into them, and you didn't turn to stone like so many others who had entered my building. I quickly told you who I was, what I was. I warned you to keep your friends away from here, and you did. Honestly, I was terrified to tell you that. I had tried so hard to keep my identity secret from people. I knew if certain gods or goddesses were made aware of my location, they would try to hunt me down. But I had to risk it. I didn't want your friends to die, so I told you. You told your friends that you remembered you left the stove on. They didn't waste any time rushing back home. I was so relieved. And then the next day, you came back to me. You returned to my shop and you talked to me. To say I was surprised would be an understatement. I had gone 3 whole years without a single human finding my place. And now, one was inside having a conversation with me. I told you more about who I was. You had heard stories before, but I gave you the truth. You told me the same about you, where you were from, what you did, and before I knew it, the sun had already fallen, and we had talked ourselves through the entire day. You came back again and again and again. I grew so fond of you. I knew our visits weren't very wise. What if someone caught us together? But I couldn't say no. And then one day, you asked me the question, want to come home with me? My little monster heart melted as I stood there in awe. I wasn't sure how that would work though. Me going home with you? If we ran into another human along the way and I looked at them, they would be turned to stone. But you thought of everything. You brought me one of your walking sticks and a pair of sunglasses, but completely spray painted so I couldn't see where I was going. You even got me a head wrap to hide my little snakes. Everyone who saw us just thought I was a blind friend of yours. It worked out perfectly. And now we're here. We went from a mortal and a monster talking to each other in an abandoned building to 2 lovers laying on the couch together. I love you, darling.